Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I am bringing to you another Hermes Repair video. So this one's a little different than my last because this has nothing to do with leather goods or handbags. So I found out the great way, not a hard way, the good way, that Hermes does repair more than just their leather goods. And so I kind of want to tell you my story with getting one of my ready-to-wear pieces repaired and kind of what happened to it, and then the whole process. So without further ado, let me show you what I had repaired. And it is my Hermes cashmere sweater, which is not really showing up very well because it is white, but it does have actually a really big subtle H on the front. And this is made in the UK, so it is 100% cashmere. And what had happened to this poor little sweater, which, guys, they did such a good job repairing it, let me find it for you, is that, and you're not really going to be able to see it, but I know it's there. In this upper corner, there was a pretty good snag from my puppy, Indiana Jones. So I was wearing this probably a month after we got her, and she jumped up on me. I was sitting down, jumped up on me and got it with her little claw. And she does definitely have little claws because she is very funny. Her little feet, I call them dinosaur feet, she definitely has like very pronounced claws, and then she wears them down because she runs around outside all the time, and then they grow really quickly. They're great for her, she says, when she digs, you know, because that's what she does, because she's sometimes bad. But I was devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, you just ripped my $1,000+ costing cashmere sweater that I love. Like, this is probably my favorite Hermes sweater of all of them that I own. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And I showed it to my husband. He's like, because sometimes I can repair my own sweaters with snags. And I was like, I can't repair this. Like, I don't know how to repair this. I don't know what to do. And he was like, well, you know, Hermes did repair your like super vintage 1973 handbag. Why don't you text your SA and see if there's anything she can do? And this was when I still had my like first SA. If you've seen the whole like Hermes saga, you will know that there ended up being very many essays. But I texted her and she was like, yes, we can help you, but you're gonna have to like bring it to me. So I brought it down to her when I went to San Diego and was shopping in San Diego, and she said to me, yeah, we can repair it. It'll have to be shipped out, which fine, I knew that. I know how Hermes repairs work. And then she thought they could ship it directly to me, which is one thing they cannot do, but they did a quote to repair, and they used like the same thread, and like I said, you literally cannot see it. Cost me $70, which to me was worth it because, like I said, I cannot see it. They use the same cashmere weight and thread that this sweater is made of. And it was actually ready really quickly, within like 2 weeks. But since they couldn't ship it to me, they had to ship it to another store. And they were like, well, you know, Palo Alto and San Francisco are both close to you. And I said, yeah, I do shop now after the saga of SAs. I do now shop at the SF store. Could you please send it there? So they did. And then with my new SA, I went and I was able to pick it up. And I think why they do that, and he was explaining it to me, is because they want you to confirm that they did the work you wanted on the sweater. And they want to confirm that it's up to your standards. So, he did bring it like out to me and show it to me. You can I'm gonna like very much zoom. You can kind of see the repair there when I like stretch, see it right there? But like she like full on like ripped a hole in it. And so like you really have to look for it to find it. And I was just really pleased. I was glad that this was something they could do. And so I asked him, like, what are other things that can be repaired that like if I somehow hurt them, because I use all my Hermes stuff, like what should I do? And he was like, okay, so we can obviously repair leather handbags, which includes you can fully replace the hardware on your bags. So he was like, take the stickers, because he knows I don't like to take the stickers off. Take the stickers off the hardware on your bags. Like, we can repair them. Like, they will be fine. We can repair the item. Like, do not fear. And so I was like, okay, fine. So hardware, he said with shoes, depending on the wear of them, they can repair a lot of leather on shoes. They can also work with different soles if you needed like that replaced. But he's seen like, depending on like if it's a rubber sole, a lot of times that's something that cannot be replaced. So it'd need to be like their leather soled shoes. He said, if there was like an issue with your jewelry, they can like clasps and stuff like that they can normally repair. That's both fashion jewelry and with their precious metals jewelry. They can repair different items from clothing, as well as, you know, they can make alterations for clothing. If you need a jacket shortened, not really lengthened, because you can't really lengthen anything, but shortened, they can definitely do like sleeves or length. So all of that was really great to hear that they could do, because we are spending a lot of money on these items. And I was pleasantly surprised about how quick the repair process was for ready-to-wear versus for a handbag, which you're looking at, you know, like 6 to 9 months to get it repaired. I believe this just went to New York and didn't have to go fully to France, but I could be wrong. I did not ask that. I know that when my handbag was repaired, it did go fully to France. But this was just so nice to know that they could repair. It looks great. I have definitely worn it since. The only kind of wrinkle in the process was that you have to be able to go to a store to pick it up, but they can send it to any store. So if I had dropped it off in like New York, they could have sent it on to the San Francisco store and I could have picked it up. It's just they cannot send it directly to you, because they want you to sign off that the work was the work you asked to be done, and then that the work was done correctly. And this was very similar to the process with the handbag, where I did get a quote and they said, this is what we think we need to do. And I said, okay, good, please proceed. So very similar, though the quote was not like a really formal quote like it was for my handbag. This was more like, hey, snag, needs to be fixed, needs, you know, to use the right cashmere thread, $70. So, you know, it was worth it to me. But very excited that Hermes could do that, because I feel like a lot of other brands would have been like, oh, you've had this sweater for like 1.5 years, 2 years, like, too bad. Your dog ripped it. It's not like, you know, a manufacturing issue, like, too bad. But Hermes did not care, so I really appreciated that. But if you'd like to see more chatty videos like this, handbag reveals, handbag unboxing, luxury reviews, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is once a week. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.